Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a small and affordable reborn nursery. So let's get started. Now the reason I decided to do this video is because I know a lot of people out there don't have enough money or enough space to make a nursery for their reborns. And I had a big house in my old house. It was a normal sized house. But, the kitchen was full, which obviously you wouldn't have a nursery in the kitchen. And I obviously couldn't put it in my parents' room or the living room because my other toys were in there. And I did not have a separate room where my toys could go or a nursery. So in my bedroom there was a small corner because all my other toys were in there and in the living room. But I would put, I had enough space to put a rocker, which is a bouncer if you don't know, like a baby rocker, and a toy baby doll crib, and a small play area, and underneath the rocker I just put a few outfits. Which you might be like, that's pretty good than nothing. Well, yeah, but now that I moved, I got a big room. It's not that big, but it's a room considered, comparing to a corner, this is a big step. So I'm really happy with my room where I could play with my babies and play with my babies and paint my babies. So yeah. But I know a lot of people don't have a spare room, or they don't have, they just don't have enough money or space. So I'm just going to show you how to make a cheap, affordable one. So let's get started. And Naomi's here. She's going to help me today. Say hi, Naomi. Say hi. She's been a bit sick lately, but she wanted to help. So, because she wanted to be in the video today, but she's been a bit sick. If you'd like to see her sick routine, give this video a like. Now, obviously, I have a room, but I'm just going to show you the nursery against the closet, because the closet is a small space, but it's big enough. So this would be about the size of the nursery, which is probably, okay, so Naomi is let's see here, we have to do some math. I didn't think I'd have to do math on summer break, but Naomi is about 31 inches, so it's probably going to be 40 something inches width, and I'm not sure length, but it could be bigger or smaller than this. This is just the size that I'm using. Yeah. Now I don't think I'm going to insert any music in this video. I don't know, just so you can hear me clearly, but yeah. So the number one thing you need in a doll nursery, a doll room, anything, is a bed for your doll. So this is a very easy bed, and I'm pretty sure everybody has these things. So yeah. So basically all it is a stool. You could also use a rocking chair or anything, and a box. And if it has a flap on the box, to close it, you could just bend it down or cut it off. So you put a box there, and I'm pretty sure everybody has a blanket of some sort. So then you cover it with a blanket. And that is how you make a bassinet. If you're wondering the difference between a crib and a bassinet, is that a bassinet is smaller and not as tall. Oh my gosh, the box is sticking out. Yeah, you kind of have to make sure all these things are covered. But yeah, and it takes up less room, which is good. And bassinets are more so for newborns. Now, I do not recommend really any of these DIYs for a real baby. I'm pretty sure your parents would have everything covered for a real baby. Otherwise, they wouldn't have had the baby. But yeah, this is good for a doll. It doesn't even have to be a reborn. This could be for a baby alive or really anything. Even for a stuffed animal. Now, the next thing you could add, you don't need this because not all babies can sit in a high chair. If you have a really small baby, or in particular, I don't like putting closed-eye babies sitting up. So yeah, if you have a closed-eye baby, you could do whatever you want, but it just looks unrealistic, and it would be more realistic if it was in your hands. And if you, as well, so if you can't afford this, it's totally fine. But this is a foldable high chair. You could pretty much get them pretty cheap at Walmart or something, maybe for $10 or $15. Because considering the crib, you didn't have to pay anything really. I mean, I don't know if you did, but yeah, considering you really didn't have to pay much for the crib, this is like 10 or 15 bucks. Is pretty good for one item in the nursery. And if you want to stop right here, that's totally fine. It's pretty much like a $15 nursery, which is perfect. This is really all you need for a doll. All you need really is a bed, and yeah, and you need like clothes and bottles and stuff. Now the next thing is feeding supplies. You really don't need this except for a bottle. Or you don't even need a bottle. You could just feed your, like, the food that you had for dinner or breakfast or lunch to your baby. Or you could check out my video that I did, like, I don't know how long ago was that, but it is DIY food and juice, and it's basically just lotion, markers, paper towel, I'm pretty sure you're going to have that, or food coloring, and like water, yeah, basically all those things which I'm pretty sure you'll have. But if you want like real baby food, this right here is literally like, I'm pretty sure you can find it at some dollar stores, I don't know, but I think you can find like Go-Go Squeeze pouches at the dollar store for like a few dollars, but this is like $4 or $3 or maybe even $1. I like to get a lot of my baby foods from Shoppers Drug Mart and the grocery store, so I recommend you get stuff from there. But if you're like, well, my parents don't like messy food, or I don't want a mess in my nursery, so then I'll have to clean it, well, then you could use a plastic one, which would probably cost a little bit more money because you might have to buy it with a whole entire set, which would be even better because you get more stuff for your baby. But, yeah, this is a pretend squeezable applesauce. Sorry about the lighting. Pretend squeezable applesauce. You cannot take it off, which is good because you can keep refeeding it to your baby. And this will eventually run out. And I don't recommend you keeping it in a box for like a little bowl for too long, because then it'll start to stink and stuff. But, yeah. And then you can have a bottle, which, oh my goodness, the lighting is horrible. Anyway, if you can't tell, that is a pink top with white. Anyway, you don't really care. But you can find bottles at the dollar store unless your dollar store ran out of them. I know like 90% you can buy bottles at the dollar store for like $1 or $2. So yeah, that's pretty good. But if you're like, oh, my parents don't like mess. Thought of that, Rebecca? Well, yes, I have, because a sippy cup. I know, if you have a small baby, it might not be the best, but still, sippy cups are a good choice, because look, no matter how much I squeeze it, nothing is coming out. Like, look, my hand is dry. Nothing. Listen to the sound. ASMR. It is literally dry. There's nothing on my hand. And I recommend sippy cups, and I'm pretty sure you can also find them at the dollar store. And these are probably the same amount of money as the bottle, maybe $1 more or something, because they're for older baby. But yeah. And if you're like, well, none of that stuff helped you, like, besides the bottles, you can get these, because if you're like, oh, well, the baby food's too messy, and I just don't want real baby food because you consider it wasting, which I don't, because sometimes like, if it's a good flavor, I will eat it. If it is not a good flavor, then I will just make very little of it so I'm not wasting much. And if you think the applesauce, like, you can't find it, or any baby food you can't find it, or it's just too expensive for you, or you just don't want it, then you can get Gerber Baby Puffs. Now, usually they look like this, but I ate them all, so they're gone. I have to get some more of these because they're really good, and I don't have any for my babies. They have different flavors, like banana, blueberry, apple, strawberry, sweet potato, a bunch of ones. I don't know if you'd want the sweet potato, though. But the banana ones are really good. The blueberry vanilla ones are really good. They're really good. All of them are really good. You can also get like baby Cheetos and stuff. Well, crunchies, I think they're called. But yeah, these are mess free because you can just vacuum these up if they get on the floor because they're dry. They are not liquid. They are dry, like little Cheeto consistency. So yeah. Oh my gosh, it literally fell. And I don't know if you can hear. My bird is literally screaming. Literally, we have to teach him indoor voices. Anyway, the next thing, seriously, I'll be right back. Anyway, the next thing is, oh my goodness, I cannot deal with you, seriously. The next thing is baby clothes, and unfortunately I can't show you anything because a bunch of this stuff is blocking my closet. But yeah, Walmart, I highly recommend Walmart. You can get a onesie for like $2. You can get a sleeper for $10, which is a little on the more expensive side. But they have cheaper clothes, and Pat is really good too. They have the cutest baby clothes, and they are like very cheap. They're like $6 for a whole outfit set, which is very surprising. But it's very good because you could save money. So yeah. The next thing is a doll stroller. Now this one in particular is pretty small. As you can see, I'm standing. These are my pants right here. And I have to bend. But if you're younger, this is good for you. And you don't even really have to stand that much. And Naomi is giant. Oh my gosh. And she fits pretty well. I mean, as you can see, she's a little big, but she's fitting pretty well. And she's a pretty big toddler, and a lot of people like the babies. I am literally shaking picking her up because, like, I don't know. She's heavy. Okay, so, yeah. Like, a lot of people use babies as a first thing to have rather than toddlers, which I started off with a baby, and I loved her so much. And I still love her, and that is Everly. If you don't know, go check out my nursery tour and collection video. And yeah, and if you want to make a double stroller, I'm going to show you something that will literally, okay, this will not, if you're using a reborn, if you're using only reborns for this will not be a double stroller, depending on the size of the reborn, because I don't know what reborn could fit in a slot of this big, so yeah. But there will be a car seat on top, so you can fit like a bottle or something there, but I will show you right now. So this hack will be pretty pricey, especially if you want a car seat, but you can get a smaller, less realistic looking one in like, okay, I don't know if they sell dolls and car seats in the dollar store, do they? I don't know. But you can get one in Walmart for like maybe $10, and it will come probably with a baby doll. And do you hear my bird? This bird has been crazy since day one. Anyway, the stroller you can probably find for $10 or $15, and all you have to do is plop. Double car seat stroller. Do you see this? Car seat stroller. Bam. And you can walk it from the handles down here or from this thing. If you want to walk it from this thing, you might have to tape it better because it'll move. But you can fit maybe one reborn down there if it is small enough, and you can fit a baby in the car seat. So that is a pretty good hack. I came up with it myself. And if you are just using baby lives or baby dolls in general, you can fit 2 dolls here, which is a double. Yeah. So in conclusion,
Wait.
what is it, Naomi?
Guys, I'm going to tell you something that will change your life forever. That will make your nursery the most amazing nursery ever.
What is it, Naomi?
You need an elephant or a stuffy. It will make your nursery fun.
Okay.
And you can put it for a ride in the car seat.
Yeah, I'm sure you can do that. Elephant going for a ride. But yeah, as I was saying, in conclusion, this nursery, if you were to use all of these items, the nursery would cost probably about $50 at the most. But yeah, that is like, for all this stuff is pretty good. But you don't have to get all of this stuff. Some of this stuff may even cost you like $20 if you can find it for a really good deal, or if you can find stuff at a garage sale, like a doll stroller, a doll high chair, or a car seat at a garage sale. That would be pretty good. But thank you so much for watching. And
what do you want to tell them, Naomi? And subscribe for more videos.
yeah, subscribe for more videos. And please make sure to like this video also. Bye, guys.